Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Today we are going to be talking about all the new Ilia news. There's a lot. Also I will be talking about sex bots in this video. And if you have noticed, if you have watched my older videos, I've shaven. Quite frankly, I like my beard better, but hey, it's work. Also, getting into this, we have an Ilia bus, which is basically a big statue. This is where I'm going to be talking about the sexual community, which is about sex bots. This bus is incredible, like for real. It's an incredible bus, incredible detail, just all around. Wow, talk about bringing an animated character to, like a CGI, I should say, character to life. It looks incredibly real, and you can actually see it in the slideshow that I'm showing right now. If you want to blow up the screen, go full screen, you can actually see how crazy this detail is. Also, there will be two versions of the bust. Both will be of equal quality, made of silicone, polystone, and including glass eyes and artificial hair. One will come with a removable heart and display stand and will be limited to 380 units. That is the special edition. The special edition will have the removable heart. The standard edition will be limited to 600 units, as the special edition will be limited to 380. The difference between is that the standard edition bust will have just a chest plate, highly detailed, as you see in the slideshow, and the special edition will have the same quality bust, but instead will have a removable heart. For the special edition, it will cost an amazing $3,300. That's $3,300. And for the standard edition, that is $2,750. You can get these from Queen Studio, their store. This is an amazing bust. I mean, amazing quality. Look at the skin and just the massive amounts of detail that went into this. If the digisexual community would do something like this with the sex bots, I mean, if you have an upcoming business for robotics, a lot of people are actually getting into this stuff because they realize how easy it is to actually get into robotics. Do this, hire someone to do this type of level of detail. This would launch your company through the roof if you had a machine detailed like this. It's just incredible. And I understand how a lot of people, well, how come, you know, if it's so easy to do it, I just don't have the money for that shit. But but incredible piece of bus. It's just like, look at the stand, look at everything. It's just so amazingly detailed. And the Damascus blade, man, oh, it's so cool. That is so cool. But $3,300 for the special edition, $2,750 for the standard edition. A little expensive in my book. These are also 27 inches tall, so these are very big, bigger than any statue I have. I think the most I've ever paid for a statue, I think, was like $60. $3,300. Oh, you know, the Ilia Army has deep pockets. I'm sure these will sell like crazy, but oof. Talk about a lot of overtime, that's for sure. And you know, if I had the money, I'd probably buy one myself. But again, these are 27 inches and they will be available. You can pre-order them on January 15th. So that is amazing. And they're also calling this mind-blowing. I mean, honestly, the detail is incredible. Like, really incredible. Just wow. But moving on to an article by We Got This Covered. It goes after the Ilia Army, also really badly, and I don't like it at all. But this is, you know, what people are doing. This already has 2.1 thousand shares on Facebook, and it's growing. So, just getting into this, you know, don't, you know, take this like, oh my god, you know, but it's pretty rough. So we're just going to get into it. It goes into how much the movie made, and it's biggest, you know, it's big across the sea. Was bigger overseas than it was here. So I'm just going to bust into the last column and just read it from there. The so-called Ilia Army have mobilized their campaign for a follow-up and directed it towards the biggest award ceremony in Hollywood. A far cry from the toxic fandom movement that has seen online trolls mercilessly bashing the Captain Marvel woman. In the more recent Star Wars entries, people like Rey, etc., Ilia fans have instead decided to crowdfund almost $5,000 in order to fly a plane directly over the Academy Awards, bearing a banner that reads hashtag Ilia Army, hashtag Ilia sequel. Producer John Ledoux recently urged the fan base to let their feelings be known on social media so that the studio might eventually take notice, but surely he wasn't expecting this. Yeah, I don't think he was expecting that, but let's just take some things out of here real quick. A far cry from the toxic fandom movement that has seen online trolls mercilessly bash the likes of Captain Marvel and more recent Star Wars entries, such as Rey, etc. And Ilia fans have instead decided to crowdfund. So basically, the trolls who bashed, if you basically are against Captain Marvel, if you have any issues with the Captain Marvel movie or the Brie Larson, or have an issue with Star Wars and Rey and the acting, or you just didn't like the story, of course, most people did not like the story, it was because of the Ilia fan base. That's basically what it says. Again, this is coming from, I guess, a semi-popular outlet, but that to me was very, very hateful and sensitive, because the Ilia Army didn't go after, we didn't have this campaign of like, oh my god, we gotta go after these people. It was just a campaign of trying to get a sequel. Like, if you noticed everyone's videos, it's, sequel, like, for real. We even go into the manga. We even do this. Like, I'm going into the manga when the new manga is released. And, of course, people have problems with Star Wars, but doesn't mean, they're Alia's army people who troll these people or go after these people. I mean, the actress Daisy Wrigley did delete her social media because of trolls, even though she does say some stupid shit. Brie Larson does say stupid shit, like, ridiculously. That is not because of the Ilia Army. And if you have, like, oh, Ray, that's not really, what the article says, let me scroll down. It seems unlikely that the most powerful people in the industry will even notice the Ilia plane flying overhead. They were crowdfunding to put a banner on a plane and to fly it over the award ceremony, I guess maybe once or twice, and maybe someone would take notice. That was a pretty interesting idea. Whoever came up with that idea is actually kind of cool. Plane flying overhead, given the sheer volume of backslapping and self-congratulations that happens during the Oscars. But the plan is at least more pliable than launching the targeted hate campaigns against actors and filmmakers. So again, it goes, like, it's just so dumb. Like, apparently the person who has this does not like the Ilia fan base. It does not like the Ilia Army, which is basically the fan base. It doesn't like it. And apparently someone said something to this person from the Ilia fan base, and it just messed with them for the rest of their lives, because they really hate it. But to say, at least more palatable than launching the targeted hate campaigns against actors and filmmakers. First off, where is the hate campaign from the filmmakers? People are begging Disney, and they are begging Cameron to make, like, sequel. There is no hate towards any fucking filmmaker, which is basically just James Cameron. None. The actors, everyone loves Rosa. Loves Rosa, but from other Rey, Daisy Wrigley and Captain Marvel, they made their own fucking bag. That's not the Ilia's Army's fault. I mean, most of them was from the Marvel fan base themselves, who went after Marvel, Miss Marvel, Brie Larson, God. Not the Ilia Army. The only reason why they were compared was because they came around the same time. Not only that, but they were put on this like bagel pedestal of super feminist, big mouth Brie Larson. I'm not attacking, this is what she fucking is. I mean, going after reporters and things like that because of the color of their skin is just a little stupid. And then you have someone like Alita, who isn't a feminist, who isn't these things, and has an amazing character, and nothing's shoved down your throat, nothing's forced. It's just an amazing character. But again, it's just people who twist things, and they try to make these false narratives and false stories about probably one of the best fan bases I've ever been a part of, which is the Ilia Army. Because we're all just focused on one thing, and that's getting a sequel, not going out and bashing and hating people and making these ridiculous hate campaigns. And just think about that for a second. A hate campaign. That's something you hear on the political stage. That's something you hear from, political opponents. Oh, there's a hate campaign against my campaign. It's just ridiculousness, it's ignorance, and it's completely dumb. Really, really dumb. However, this is by a gentleman named Scott Campbell. This article by We Got This Covered. This is probably one of the stupidest write-ups I've ever seen, really, from any type of article I've ever read. And I've read some stupid fucking articles. And this is just one of those massively misleading. And this is just my opinion. If you have a different opinion, of course, you're entitled to it. But for me, this is just like a stupid ass fucking article, and this person who wrote this should be entirely ashamed of themselves for even putting the Ilia Army on that list of like, oh, hate campaigns, we're targeting actors and filmmakers. Like, it's our fault Daisy Wrigley deleted her social media because she's a fucking moron. Like, really. Or bashing half the country for voting one way, or Brie Larson going after saying, "Oh, we're taking too many questions from white journalists," like, really, or comparing herself and saying she's better than other actors. Even the people she worked with couldn't stand her. So give me a fucking break, all right? Like, really. Now, back to lighter news, I should say, is that what's interesting is this bust, and why this bust is interesting. Not only this, because it should be the standard for the sex bot community to build on, to say we want that detail, we want that level of facial construction, we want that. Not only this, but it's a cool merchandise thing that they had to get licensed for. So Disney is making money off of this, which is very good to keep the wheels turning. Which means, yeah, there is money to be made, and they're going to be watching this. Sorry, they are going to be watching this. Also, that crowdfunding thing, yeah, Disney's watching that too. And this, trust me, this is going to be used on that table that they all sit at and make all their decisions. This helps amazingly. And the crowdfunding thing was an epic and kind of a funny idea, And Disney's, I do think we're going to get the sequel, full-fledged sequel, for the movie, for a cinematic movie, not the manga, which I went into in the last video. I do think in the future, though, we will get a manga on Disney Plus, but I do think they are going to go out and just say, you know what, let's just try it. But I do think it will be after Avatar, and quite frankly, to see Disney even give out the licensing for something like this is pretty amazing. And it shows, do we have companies, coming to us, wanting, to do things like this. Like, yeah, that's pretty fucking big. So yeah, this just ignites that hope of a sequel, and guy, we deserve a sequel after half the shit we go through. And I'm telling you, it will be a party in a Liga world when they announce there will be one. I'm not saying it's indefinite. I'm just saying that it's looking really good when people get licensing to make statues and stuff. That is very promising. However, if you like this video, smash that like button. If you want to subscribe for more, just hit that subscribe button and leave your thoughts down in the comments. Again, this bus is amazing, and Ilia Army does have deep pockets. They raised $5,000 I'm probably going to donate myself because that was a cool fucking idea. But again, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next one.